Hello everyone, so I'm going to do a review which is brand new. Not brand new as in like this is the first one I use. I'm doing a review straight from when I get it. So I've just come home from school and I've found this waiting for me, which is the Bachmann Collectors Club C-Class model. Now I've heard lots of great things about this model, about how detailed it is, how wonderful it is, overall just an outstanding model. Now I must say, the livery isn't going to be as detailed as say the one for the preserved Bluebell one. So, it's never been out the box, it hasn't even been out its sleeve yet. So, on here it says C-Class 689 SECR Wartime Grey Livery, production exclusive for Bachmann Collectors Club members, which is what I am. And it's a 21 DCC pin decoder. Now obviously mine's not a DCC track, so I don't have to worry about that. But 21 pin is the new one, I believe. The newer one. So the C-Class, the brief history. At the end of the 19th century, the information saw the formation of the southeast and Chatham, I believe that is. Or I can't remember. I'm not very good at geography and whatever. Railway. Blah blah blah. Well, I'll probably give a brief description in the description. I might not. So let's get it out the sleeve, because I know you probably don't want to hear about the history. You want to see the model. So we'll move this right out of the way. Wow, I'm really excited about this. So we'll get it out of the ice block as soon as we can. So, oh, it's even got the 3-loop coupler. I don't know whether you can see it there. Oh, you can see me. Hello. So we'll put it there. What's this? Warranty service. That's always good to have. And this is adding the details here, adding the decoder and parts list, I believe. Oh, this is a very basic parts list. Okay, so put that back there. This is the limited edition certificate. Mine is number 21 out of 500, I believe they said on the newsletter when they sent it to me, saying there's only very few left. So I decided to get it as fast as I could. Yes, one of only 504 produced exclusively for Bachmann Club, Collectors Club, March 2013. So let's push this out of there. Wow, it's actually quite heavy in the ice. So open this up, but we'll take this off first, which is the extra detail and the NEM coupling. Right, so here's the coupling for the front, which you can see is missing. That is the back coupler with the 3-loop thing, and also the cab. Oh, I didn't even put it on. So in there somewhere is the 3-loop coupler, the spare one, which you can just see about there. And these are the cab doors and the extra NEM coupling. And the big detail, which is sellotaped in as usual. There we go. So you have the brake rodding for underneath. I don't actually know what that is. And then you also have, which is quite unusual, spades for maintenance, I guess. And just lots of little things that you normally put along the running board of the locomotive, normally where they'd store it, and some screws for that. I can't see anything on there, so we'll get all that out the way. What's it say there? Caution, the locomotive and the tender are linked. Right, just gonna have to lift it together. Oh, stay, there we go. Right, so if we just, oh, there we go. Now I read up, I'm going to try and do this as much as I can. Find out the radius curve that the engine can go around, because mine is a very small layout, and I know that other people will have very tight curves in their layout, so I'm going to try and mention the radius curve that the engine can go around as best as I can. So this, I've found out, can go around second radius curves. So I'll just put it out there for you. Now, as you can see, the tender is actually kind of springy. There is a certain way. Oh, it's because it's connected by wires. That's good. But if you see there, that's where it's coupled. Just there. So, yes. It's just, even though the livery is so bland, it's just grey, it is such a beautiful and exquisite model. So, I'm trying to see how I could bring it up close without breaking the wires on it. Right. So, automatically what you can tell is it's quite a heavy loco, so it should be able to pull quite a lot. Beautifully numbered on the front there. So I'll just put that on there. I prefer it hooked up like that. White is really crisp on the numbers. Really fine detailing. Sprung buffers as usual. Bachmann never ceases to amaze. So we'll just go along this way first. So you have a load of stuff that I believe would probably be to do with the brakes. Probably steam pressured brakes or something along those lines. Little detail on the wheel arches there, I don't know what that says. It's probably some kind of licensing plate, well not licensing but kind of works plate. SE and CR, and I want to show you this. Look at that detail in there. That is the most exquisite, and I'll try and move the tender out the way as best as I can. Oops. That is the most exquisite detail I've seen in there, in any model. So you've got at the very bottom, that red lever would be to operate the fire box door, opening and closing it. You've got all the gauges, the water gauges, the cylinder cocks, even so much to see the dials on the pressure and the speedometer, that kind of thing. The regulator being the next red lever that you can see there. Oh, I believe those are going to be chairs there, along there. Honestly, just a beautiful model. Now this one for the Bachmann Collectors Club is £90 and 51 pence, but on eHatton you can get the WW1, which has an exquisite livery, for around £75 I believe. I don't know whether it's gone up or down. Very crisp lettering, numbering on the tender. On the back you can see the hole for the coupling, and on the back there once again the number 689. I don't know whether there's anything significant about that number. Spin it round. Not as much detail on this side, but now the tender latch is actually adjustable, so you can make it bigger depending on how tight your curves are. I didn't notice that till just. That little thing that it's trying to focus on top of the cab is actually the whistle, and it really doesn't want to focus. There we go, put it there. Hang on, let me just check something. I think those are, I believe the side bits are, I believe those two side bits there on the safety valves are metal, and the bit in the middle is plastic, and I also believe the whistle might be metal as well. But everyone's been complaining about it on this model, that the moulding line is visible. Now whether it's just the heat of the moment, but I can't really see any moulding line, so Here is probably the most exquisite model I own in all of my collection. That is a fact. So well done, Bachmann. Really well done. And that detail you saw inside the cab, that's on every model, of whether, no matter what livery it's in. So hopefully we'll be able to see more detailing like that from Bachmann. So now obviously what you want to see is it running. Now it hasn't been running before, like I said, it's only just come out the box. So yeah, it being connected and all, you're gonna have to put this on at the same time. That seems to be joined okay. Turn the controller on, put it forward. I'm going to see how slow it can go. So that's on 10 at the minute of a Gauge Master Model D controller. 21. You can hear the motor buzzing. Turn it up to about 25. Oh, 30. Once that's been running, it won't be as juttery. So, oops, I've got some rolling stock on the line. I'll just move that out of the way. Right. So, we'll put it up to 40. Oh wow. That is beautiful. So, this curve here is second radius, and that got round it absolutely fine. Also like jutter on the pico point, I don't know what that is. And that one that you can see all the Pullman coaches on, that is connected to a Helgin Class 47, is first radius. So this all came from a Tom's the Tank starter set, apart from I believe the outer line, I believe, was actually some stuff that we bought off eBay. Oh god, sorry about that. Oh wow, that is probably the most beautiful model I've ever seen. And I'm sure you guys will probably agree. So we'll just move it back. So, normally I have faults on models like, just trying to think of one now, maybe not as much detail on the wheels, not sprung buffers, but this model I really can't find faults with. I mean that inner detail, it's just exquisite. I don't know whether to put like a crew in it now, just so I can, when I see it go by, I can see all the inner workings. I really don't know what to say, apart from, as soon as you get the money for it, go out and buy it. I mean, it is the most beautiful, basic locomotive model, whatever, that I've seen. So, I'm going to give it some trucks now, and it can pull my freight. I really should probably run it in first, and I would recommend running it in first. But, I'm just going to take out the camera. Sorry about that. I'd really recommend running it in first before you actually give it a load, but I really want to see this thing in action. So we'll put it there. That's on 30. No stuttering, no nothing, and this is a brand new model, and also how quiet it is. You'd almost think it was probably like a Helgin diesel motor. So I'm just trying to find where the control is. So there's it's a bit stuttery, but as soon as I run it in, it'll be fine. So, toot toot. Oh wow, that's just amazing. Now I know I do sound quite enthusiastic about it and almost childish, but it is probably the best model I own, and I know I've said it before, but no matter what era your railways it is, I don't think they've brought out a British Railways one, but you can always buy the Southern one. Just I'd really recommend getting it. Just end of the story. I'm not going to put any sound effects behind this, just because I really think you should see it run. So I thought, whilst I've got you all here concentrating, I thought I'd just mention the reason why there hasn't been a layout update in quite a while. This is because of the ballasting. Now, I find ballasting probably the most tedious, time-consuming and boring thing to do on my model railway. And because of this, I've been putting it off quite a lot. Now, as you can see here, I have done quite a lot. So it goes all the way around up to about there, goes along there, and then probably just where that first coach is parked, that's where it starts going again. So the only reason I haven't done a layout update in a while is because I haven't glued it down, I haven't tidied it all up, I haven't added that bit there and the bits on the points. So the only bit that's glued down is this siding here. And I think it looks okay. Now, you're probably saying that it is quite messy, but I mean, ballasting isn't perfect. Obviously it will have the wind and the rain on it, so it is going to be blown around a bit, and that's the kind of thing that I'm going for. Not clean and tidy, quite dirty and messy, I guess you could say. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this review. If you'd like to learn anything else about it, please drop me a comment, and I'll see you next time.